So there we are. 1 second. Let me just make sure to put my camera down correctly. Just 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Yes, there we are. We are live on Facebook, Fakebook. We are live on Periscope, on Twitter, and we are live on Instacrap. So we have Facebook, we have Instacrap, and we have Periscope live. I'm feeling good. I had a great training this evening, kickboxing training. It's what I do semi-professionally. I teach kickboxing classes, and now I'm live on air with my shiny bald head. So this is my second Monday Night Live, my official Monday Night Live, Rick Dutch Live. And I'm looking forward to it. I made some really amazing. I made an amazing presentation for tonight. Some really cool things that I want to share with you about relationships going bad, and about how to pull your relationship back up again. Look at me. Just make sure that everything is correct. Yes. Okay. So there we go. It's 9:02 and exactly, Kenzie. Yay for Mondays. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, and I'm looking forward to speak with you soon and hear about your adventures. Okay, so guys, last week I talked about how, in my personal opinion, the real game starts when a relationship starts to form. Yeah, I mean, pickup is quite easy, in my opinion, when it comes to maintaining a healthy, fruitful relationship. Yeah, so that's what I talked about last week. I talked about the natural love cycle, yeah, and all the hormones that your brain induces into your body to make you fall in love and feel that sexual lust and desire. That's what I talked about, and also I talked about what it is that you can do to help Mother Nature to reload your love battery, as I call it, and feel more desire and more connection together with your partner in a relationship. Yeah, so if that's of any interest to you, just look it up. It's last week's Monday Night Live, where I went through all of that. But tonight I'm going to go and talk about some of the mistakes that you will make, whether you are a man or a woman. You're going to make them. I'm pretty sure of it. I mean, I've got a decade of relational therapy as a relational therapist under my belt, and it's one of the it just pops up every time when people have relational problems. This stuff comes up. Yeah, it's some of the mistakes that you will make when you are on the brink of breaking up. You know, that like the relationship is deteriorating, it's crumbling down, and you're gonna try and save your relationships, and that's when you're gonna make these mistakes. Exactly that point. And I'm gonna share them with you in a bit, and I'm also gonna talk about a few ways to maintain the right tension span, as I call it. You know, like a tension span in your relationship, like yeah, just that healthy tension, you know, that keeps keeps the emotions alive, and keep, and how to keep your lady attracted and attached to you. So that's what I'm going to talk about. So first, let me see some thumbs up and or pump the hearts if you have ever been in a relationship. I'd like to find out, have you been in a relationship, yes or no? I know that Sebastian Gold is online. Sebastian he had some amazing girls. Yeah, there they go, the hearts, there they come. So there are people online right now that have relationship experience. Now again, thumbs up and pump the hearts if you have ever broken up, if you've ever experienced a relational breakup. I mean, have you ever? I mean, I have. Okay, now think about this, yeah? And maybe even like bump up the thumbs and pump the hearts if you ever had a relationship which at that time was crumbling. Yeah, you were growing apart, and you were really trying to, like, you were jumping around left and right to make it work and to try to save the relationship by all means. I see some hearts pumping on Instagram, and some thumbs up on Facebook, as Sean Michael, my personal mentor, calls it. Great, great. So we are all experienced people here, yeah, where we have relationship experience. Yeah, we have that. So we align. Okay, so now, whether or not you are better off without your ex right now, yeah, that doesn't matter. But at that time, wouldn't you have loved to know all the things that you should not do to try and keep the both of you together? Now think about that for a second. Whether or not you are better off with her right now, it doesn't matter. But at that time, wouldn't you have loved to know all the things that you shouldn't have done, all the stupid shit that you did when you were trying to keep the both of you together? I mean, let's be honest. At the time when a breakup is upon us, we feel like a shitload of emotions. We jump around, like how I say it, like how I call it, is a cat on hot coals. Yeah. Hello, Leo. Good to see you. Sean Michael is online. Jeremy Godo. Good to see you, Jeremy. Flavio. Good to see you, buddy. Josh is online as well. And again, I mean, you probably recognize what I'm saying right now is that at the moment of a breakup, whether or not it was a bad relationship and whether or not you're better off with her in the end, at the moment that you're breaking up, you feel your body is pumping emotions through your system, and you're jumping around. And I'm talking about me right now. You act needy and you do stupid things to try and save whatever it is that you've got going. I mean, I've done that. I've acted needy. I've done stupid things to try and save my shitty relationship, So, driven by emotion and frustration, we do silly things. We do things that at that time seems nothing but logical. And by doing them, we think we are about to save the relationship. Kakulian, what's up, dog? Good to see you. Jeffrey's online, my business partner, my buddy, one of my best friends. Good to see you, man. So, again, like at that time, we think we are saving the relationship by doing all these things, but we're not, And now I've been working with international clients for about a decade now as a coach, professional coach, and also in this particular area of life. And I've actually defined a few common mistakes that both men and women, I mean, we both make the same mistakes when we try to influence our partner to not leave us and to stay with us. Now, does that sound like a cool thing? I mean, would you like to hear what they are? I mean, pump the hearts, pump the likes if you would like to know what they are. Because honestly, I think that some of you are going to laugh your ass off when I go through them, because you are going to recognize one or more of these mistakes. You're going to recognize them, because we have all made these exact same stupid mistakes. Yes, me too. I'm guilty. Yeah. Okay, so here goes. One big mistake that everyone makes when they try to save the relationship is we look for sympathy and pity. Now think about that one for a second. We look for sympathy and for pity. And what I mean is that at that time, you know, that the breakup is you're in the middle of the breakup, you act all depressed. You act depressed around her. You want her, you're trying to influence her in such a way that you basically what you want to do is you want her to make her feel sad about making you feel bad. And while doing so, you hope to influence her decision, and you hope that she pities you and stays with you because you're so sad. I mean, have you ever done that? I have. I recognize I made this mistake. I mean, so if you ever done this, I mean, pump the hearts if you have. And okay, so why is it so stupid to do? Why is it counterproductive to try and look for sympathy and pity? It's because of this. People don't want to be connected and even around depressed people. They don't. I mean, a woman with a healthy emotional programming does not, and I repeat, does not want to be in a relationship with a man who is a depressed sack of dog's balls, you know, like no one wants to be in a connection with depressed people. I mean, and why would she? She wants to hang around people that positively stimulate her emotions, not bring them down. So being or acting depressed, a lot of people, like, they overreact, they overact as if they're really depressed. You're about to leave me and now I'm sad, and you can't go because I'm sad. You know, it's the exact opposite of being attractive. It's actually being repulsive. So by doing that, you're basically you're pushing away your partner even harder. Yeah. So that's one major mistake. It's looking for sympathy and for pity. So what's the next mistake? Manipulation. And this is one actually that one of my exes has tried to do to me, and using my own daughter against me. You know, like saying things like, if you want to see her again, you should do whatever I say and give in to my demands. You know, it's trying to manipulate, you know, in a bad way. Or you know, you could say things like, if you ever want to see the dogs again, you best not leave me. Or if you leave me, I'm going to take everything away from you, and you're not going to get this, and you're not going to get that, and it's all mine, and I'm going to, you know, basically using sex, using the house, using the kids, the money, your friends, all as parts of your manipulation to try the other person, like, you know, whether you're gay or not, like the other man, or if you're straight like I am, the other girl, not to leave you. You try to use things that you can think of to manipulate her. So, I mean, have you ever done this? Have you ever tried to manipulate your partner, your ex-partner, or your soon-to-be ex-partner, using things like that to try and manipulate her and keep her with you? Have you ever done that? Bump the hearts if you have. Show me some thumbs up if you have. I'm very curious to see. See, and there's some hearts pumping. Okay, so manipulation, yeah, doing this will result into a major loss of respect from the other person. I mean, Kenzie says, I'm not proud of it, but yes, well, you don't have to be proud of it. I mean, we're all in the same boat, Kenzie. I mean, I've been through a lot of stupid things, and I haven't manipulated, but I've done other things, and I'm gonna go into them in a bit. Let me see. He says that was my crazy needy on me. Yeah, Jeremy, hey, it's our emotions. What can we do, but again, doing this will result in a major loss of respect from the other person. I lost my respect, all of it, for the mother of my daughter. And I'm very sad, actually, that I have to say that it's so. I've lost all my respect for it because she tried to manipulate me in every single way to make me do whatever it is that she wanted me to do, using my daughter. And I think it's a big sign of weakness. And I mean, like, think about it like this: why would your ex want to be in a relationship with someone that she or he doesn't respect because you're trying to manipulate in such a way? I mean, why? And neither would you. I mean, so bad strategy. Don't do it. People are going to lose their respects for you. Yeah, their respect. Don't do it. Don't manipulate. Yeah, so be very mindful of this one. This we've all done this. Believing that real love conquers all. Bump the hearts and pump the fist. If like the thumbs up, show me the thumbs up if you've done that. You know what? True love conquers all. And then saying things like, no, you can't leave me because I love you. I love you. You can't leave me. If you leave me, my life will be over. I've done that with my I think it was around, I think it was 16 was my first real girlfriend. I probably said some things like that, and I'm not proud. Well, proud or not, I did it. We have this notion that when we get down on one knee and we express our eternal love to our partner, that they won't go away, and we learned that through Hollywood movies, right? I mean, in Hollywood movies, it's always the same thing. You have this loser guy that is an absolute loser, but he lays down on his back and he declares his eternal love, and then in the end he ends up with a hottie. So that's basically what happens. Yeah, he ends up with a hottie. So we got installed that lie into our brain, and we start to believe it, because we get programmed and bombarded with the same Hollywood love story in every single movie that we watch. So yeah, and why is this a mistake? I mean, this is really important. Why is this a mistake? It's because love, and I mean, love alone, the loving, is not enough to keep two people together. Because think of it, many couples who break up every single day, they break up but still sincerely love each other. The love isn't gone, but why are they breaking up if it's not love, you know? So I'm going to tell you in a bit like what works way better. Okay, so but let's move through the mistakes first. So I had a manipulation, looking for sympathy and pity, believing that real love conquers all. This one. Pump the hearts and show me the thumbs up if you've done this. You attack the logic of the other person. Like, that person comes up with reasons as to why he or she tries to, or wants to break up with you, and then you're going in, you attack that logic. Have you ever done that? I mean, I have. You know, and I mean, your ex will come with a load of logical reasons as to why he or she doesn't want to be with you anymore, and those reasons are real to her. You know, she has put some thought into it, and she, I mean, they are her reasons, they're real. So in one of the last conversations that you have with her, she tells you her reasons, and what do? You try to attack her logic with your own logic as to why you think that her logic is completely stupid. Have you ever done that? I mean, pump the hearts. Show me some thumbs up if you've ever done that. I mean, I'm guilty. I've done that. Now think of it this way. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who attacked your logic, which you used to justify your reasons to? Well, we just had elections here in the Netherlands, for example. So your logic is being attacked. The logic that you use to justify your reasons to vote for a certain political party. So and don't you find it annoying as hell when people tell you you're stupid for voting for a certain political party? I mean, at that moment, I mean, don't you throw up a huge like defense shield to defend yourself from that person's weird opinion that's trying to attack you and your logic? I mean, you've put some thought into it. You know, you're going to vote. I mean, you like that party. You're backing it up. You enjoy, I don't know, whatever it is that you need to enjoy about that political party. And then there comes that other person. Man, you're stupid. How can you vote for that party? Blah, blah, blah. Trying to attack your logic. And it doesn't feel good. I mean, I don't understand why people do that, you know? I mean, I have my reasons. So this is exactly how she feels. This is exactly how she feels when you attack her logic. It's exactly the same. It's a bad strategy. Don't do it. Don't attack the logic. I'm going to tell you what to do after. I think I have 2 or 3 more mistakes that you could. This is a funny one. I've used this one. I'm super guilty of this one. But honey, I have changed. Don't leave me. I've changed. Who's ever said this before? Pump the hearts. Show me some thumbs up if you've ever said this to the person that was trying to get rid of you. But honey, I have changed. Yeah? I mean, come on, you haven't changed. You know it, and so does she. I mean, no one changes overnight. Yeah? No one changes overnight. I mean, she's never going to believe that you have changed like that. So You saying it won't make her believe it. I mean, you are going to have to show a certain behavior, a change in your behavior. And well, let's be honest, being able to really change your behavior, your behavior, it takes a while. It takes like years. Even if you are really committed to change your own behavior, it takes some time. Yeah. So she knows it's just you trying to save your ass, your relationship, in a very, very needy way. So have you ever done that? Said to your soon to be ex, honey, I've changed. I have. Um, yeah, and I have to laugh about it. Man, yeah, it doesn't work. It's a bad strategy. It's don't do it. Um, okay, so this is mistake number 6. I call it defensive pride and defensive ego. And what I mean is that you at that point of the near breakup, or whenever the breakup has occurred, is that you're too proud, and you start poking into her direction and saying things like, well, you're never going to find anyone like me anyways. I, I'm way too good for you. Or you were never good in bed. Your blowjobs suck. Literally. Or I don't know, your food tasted bad, or like things like that. You're trying to hurt the other. I mean, have you ever done something like this? Bump the hearts if you have. If you recognize yourself in this, it's something that a lot of people do. A lot of men, actually. Well, women as well, equally. Saying things like, you'll never find anyone like me. I'm way too good for you. I'm way too good for you. And or you could think, well, she's dumping me, so why would I even try to do anything? She has to do the work, and she has to fight to get me back. Again, this is defensive pride and defensive ego. Yeah. And it doesn't work productively in your favor, and it could very well damage the chance to get back together again. So this too is a bad strategy. Understand that Kenzie says, I haven't said it, but I was thinking it. Yes, well, yeah. I mean, me too. I haven't said it, but I think things like that a lot, actually. um, but anyways, understand that you can still put your ego, especially the guys. You can still put your ego aside, your pride aside, without having to beg, without having to get on your knees and act all needy and do something degrading to yourself, or to try and fix whatever needs to be fixed. I mean, you're not less of a man when you try to make it work. Yeah, because being in a relationship, it takes a lot of fucking work. I know. I've spent a long time of my life in relationships, and it's a lot of hard work. It's conscious choice, and you have to work it. And for us men, I mean, the feminine energy bombards us like on a daily basis with, I don't know, with the feminine, and it can be so healing, but it can also be very destructive. It can be very calming, but also very disruptive. Wow, that actually rhymed, and I just made it up right now. I'm good. No, but I mean, you're not lesser of a man when you really try to make it work. Yeah, it takes a man to stand up and say, okay, you know what? I made this choice. I love you for whatever reason. I do love you, and I want to make it work. Yeah. Okay. Last mistake, and I call it having passive thoughts. Passive thoughts, and passive thoughts are things like, if it's meant to be, we will find each other again. If it's meant to be, we will find each other again. Um, or if I really love my girl, then I have to be able to set her free, and then someday she'll miss me and she'll return. Or if it's true love, she'll be back. It happens in movies, so it must be true, right? It happens in Hollywood movies, so it must be true. Have you ever lost someone and thought like that? Bump the hearts. Show me some thumbs up if you have, if you recognize this, um, and if you've ever said to yourself. It's these things that we learn from romantic movies. It's these things that spiritual people, with all respect. I mean, I'm not very well. I'm a little bit. I'm a pretty romantic guy. I'm a romantic, but I don't believe in this stuff. And we say that to not have to take action. That's actually the thing. It's actually very lazy thought to have. It's this is one of the worst things that you could do if you actually want to save your relationship, because it makes you passive, and it makes you wait for, I don't know, the gods of love to bless you with the magical return of your lady one day when you walk on the beach and she walks your way and you hear the angels sing, and and you run towards each other and hug and you live happily ever after. I mean, that's what we learn in Hollywood movies. So, but me, I'd rather use an active approach. I would rather take responsibility and take action and fail than not do anything at all and just leave it up to fate. Because leaving it up to fate is not a reliable strategy. It's not. So then what should you do? I mean, we've like, let's go through the mistakes again. Yeah, these are the mistakes that I've defined after working with a lot of people that are into breakups, and including me. Believing that real love conquers all, looking for sympathy and pity, manipulation, using whatever it is that you can to try and attacking her logic, or saying that you have changed, defensive pride and ego, having passive thoughts. So those are bad strategies. Don't do them. Now don't do them. You know what they are. You're gonna, they're gonna pass through you at some point. But be mindful of it. Yeah, they're not reliable strategies. So then, what should you do? What should you focus on? That moment is there that you feel that that you feel that you should actively work to win back the love of your life. Well, I have to say that honestly, when it's at the breaking point, you could already be too late. So maybe even the biggest mistake that you can make is to wait until it's too late, until you correct your behavior, as I'm going to explain right now, because this is super important. Yeah, I would rather have it so that that you don't wait until that point, only to have to fix something that's already broken. Because why wait until that point? I mean, one of the main mistakes all men and all women make is that when they are in a relationship, they stop nurturing the relationship. They stop feeding the relationship. It's as if they have accomplished the main goal when it comes to the relationship, which is getting a relationship, okay? you know, they grab their checklists with a relationship done, and then they sit back and, I don't know, they let life happen, you know. I've done that, and I've stopped nurturing and feeding it. I've done that. I've made that mistake. I think that's actually the biggest mistake, because that leads up to the breaking point, you know. And then you're gonna do all these the dumb things that I said earlier. And one thing that me as a man, at least the last time that I checked, since I really believe, especially men, that at some point when we have a relationship, we forget to feed and to nurture ourselves. And this is one of the main reasons why I do this, why I do these you know, share my experience with the world, because I've done that and I've lost a lot because of it, you know. I've lost a lot. And what do I mean with forgetting to feed and nurture ourselves, is that we forget about everything that we have done in the first place to influence the woman, to make her feel attracted towards us. And then when that happens, we have the girl in our lives, we sit down, we relax, and we think that the game is over, and that's it. And that's when you are about to lose the game. That's the moment that you sit down and relax and think, okay, I've got my relationship now. Now I can focus on different things. That's when you are starting to lose the game. Now, pump the hearts if you recognize yourself in this, if you've done this before. Relationship, done. I mean, let me tell you, in our 3-second rule trainings, we specifically focus on several traits of highly attractive men. That's what we do. That's what our trainings are about. Becoming attractive. Yeah. Not to run around trying to, I don't know, score numbers. No, how to become an attractive man. And we defined 8 to be specific. So what is it that you as a guy can do throughout your relationship that is super important to keep the relationship flowing forwards, you know, and keep your lady emotionally stimulated? Let me go through a couple of these traits of highly attractive men that we've defined, and that I think, and I believe, I don't think, I believe, and I know that they are still important when you're in the relationship. One is, are you still a natural leader? Are you still a natural leader? Do you still display your go-getter attitude? I'm going to make things happen. Are you still taking charge of your life? Is she experiencing you as a person who takes charge? Are you passionately working towards a better future for you and her? A future that she may benefit from? Or, and this is what happens when men start, you know, to become comfortable in a relationship, are you lacking ambition? Have you lost your passion? Are you letting life happen instead of taking charge in life? Are you laying on your belly Letting life have its way with you, tossing you around like a lazy rag doll, for an example. I mean, can you see the difference? Can you, I mean, are you still a natural leader, or are you a loser? What is more attractive? The natural leader, of course, you know. Um, this one is super important as well. Are you still a protector? Are you still a protector? Are you on a continuous basis throughout the timeline of your relationship making her feel safe and secure? Are you? If shit is hitting the fan, are you there to be like a massive a rock? No, not like a boulder, like a massive boulder, keeping her safe as you stand in front of the waves that are crashing towards her. Yeah, the waves of life. They're like the tsunami of life is working its way towards her, and she's standing behind you. Are you that boulder that's keeping her safe? Or are you the kind of person that starts crying and throws emotional pity parties, as Sean likes to say, and hopes that she will keep you safe? Ooh, life is hard. I need a hug. Are you that kind of person? I mean, she is subconsciously relying on you to be the protector, so that she can feel protected, so that she can feel relaxed and at ease, and let her natural feminine energy flow. Yeah. So are you still the protector? Do you still have status and power? Are you consciously working on rising on the dominance hierarchy? I mean, look that word up and see what that is. I'm not going to go into it right now. It's a whole different story, but it's important. Are you working on rising, to the top of the dominance hierarchy in the environment, the social environment that you are in? And can she pick up on the cues that you are doing so? Or are you slowly failing and falling down? Are you like a sinking ship that she at some point will have to abort? I mean, status and power are two things that are super attractive for a woman, because a guy who has status and power has, the right people around him. It means something to her. Attraction. Do you still have wealth and resources? Are you at least working? Are you at least working on a continuous basis to maintain a certain level of income? Or are you working on growing that income, like I'm passionately doing every single day, so that she may benefit from the rewards in the future, so that her life will be better, more comfortable, more secure, because that's something that she truly, like, on a deep level, is attracted to: security and safety. You know. So are you doing that, or did you just lose your job and are you now crying on the couch, doing nothing about your situation, living off welfare, living off of her? Are you that guy? That's the opposite of attractive. That's repulsive. And she can handle that. She doesn't mind taking care of you, as long as she knows that you are a go-getter and you're trying to work your way up again. You know. One other thing: do you still have this healthy emotional wiring? Are you acting and reacting appropriately to whatever life throws your way? Or are you throwing emotional tantrums when life becomes a bit hard? Because many men, and I've seen this like, and I know you guys have, I mean, you know people, and maybe you've recognized this in yourself. Many men will act all loving and caring and I don't know, like a prince on a white, what was it? A prince on a white horse or something? Before the relationship, they will do all that. You know, and during like the first phase of the relationship, only to act like emotional retards when the hormones, the love hormones fade away, and then they start acting like themselves. And they get angry at every little stupid thing. And they, when you know, when she, I don't know, bumps a glass off the table, he gets angry. You know, when I don't know, when he doesn't like her food, he gets all upset. He basically gets angry at every little stupid thing, and or curses and throws things around whenever he gets angry, whenever things are not going the right way. Hey, I see that Nassan is online. How you doing, Nassan? Good to see you online, buddy. Man, new people are popping up. You know, so are you still having that emotional, like healthy emotional wiring? If not, that's repulsive. Okay, and the last one, and this is especially in attraction, this is the biggest demonstration of high value that you can display around you. And this is one that every single guy forgets the moment that he's in a relationship. What do you think it is? What do you think the biggest DHV is? Okay, what? I'm gonna answer it myself. I'm gonna wait for you guys. It is. Do you still have female social proof? What? Yeah. Do you still have female? Are you still? Sim, fala português também, rapaz. Some Portuguese guy or Brazilian, I'm not sure. But are you still hanging out with girl friends? Do you still have women in your life? Do you still come home and say something like, you know, hey, honey, you know, tonight I'm going to meet with Sarah, you know, my friend Sarah. I haven't talked to her in a while, though, in way too long. And I'm really looking forward to see her. And I can't wait to give her a big, strong hug because she gives the best hugs ever. And you turn around and you do your thing. But you throw that out there. And why do you do that? Why do you keep women in your life? As you know, even if as friends, because that's when she feels an emotional ping, a little bit of jealousy. And this is something that she needs so that she understands that you are a guy that women like to hang out with, and that she also has to put in some effort to keep you pleased and happy, because it's not only on your shoulders. She has to be motivated as well. And jealousy, like some say jealousy is a motherfucker, I say jealousy is one hell of a great emotion to feel, because it puts you on, you know, it puts me on my toes. It makes me work hard. I don't get angry at her for being jealous. No, I work harder to improve myself. And that's the same thing that she does as well. Going to the gym, looking good, doing her hair, you know? Like earlier, what I said, like a lot of guys, they get lazy when they start a relationship. Women get lazy too. They do. Women get lazy. So if you want to influence her in a correct way, make sure to have some female friends. Keep some female friends. Be socially proofed by other women. It works. It's an influencing technique that, I mean, it's been working for ages. I've field tested it. Not only me, but all the guys that I work with. We've like, this is one major thing that we use as an influencing tool to motivate the girl that we want to influence. Yeah. So yeah, that's I mean, I want to how long have I been talking? 50 minutes. I wanted to talk for 30, and it's 50 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here. If you have any questions, please ask them right now. Let me just recap what I've been talking about. I've been talking about some of the mistakes that you will make when you are about to lose your relationship. Yeah, driven by emotion, driven by frustration. You're gonna jump in certain direction like a cat on hot coals, and you're going to do certain things. And a lot of them are going to be mistakes. There are bad strategies to use. So one of those bad strategies, believing that real love conquers all, looking for sympathy, looking for pity, manipulation, attacking her logic as to why she wants to get out of the relationship, saying things like, I have changed. No, you've not. You haven't changed. Defensive pride and ego, as I call it, you know, saying things like, you'll never find anyone like me. You were never good in bed. Your blowjobs sucked. I'm way too good for you anyways. Things like that, to try and hurt the other person, or to have passive thoughts and think things like, if it's true love, she'll find me again. You know, thoughts that will keep you from taking action. You know, bad strategies, they're unreliable. Yeah. So personally, what I suggest you do is instead of waiting for it to be too late in the relationship, that you have to repair it, maintain it, nurture it, be the protector, be the natural leader, strive. Yeah, no, son. Yeah, it's a good one, eh? Literally, your blowjobs suck. So be that protector. Strive to gain more wealth, more resources. You know, be the guy that takes ownership of life. Grow mentally. You know, so and if there's anything that you need to fix in your emotional wiring, do it. It's the best investment that you can ever make. And don't forget, female social proof. It has worked for a long time. With my last girlfriend, she was motivated. She felt that ping of jealousy, and I could see it in her eyes. Like the look of passion that she had when she looked at me for like nearly a decade, when normally the natural life cycle of a passionate relationship is not more than 4 years. I did a damn good job with that. So make sure to watch this video again. Take notes. Yeah, make notes, take notes, and imprint them into your brain. This is stuff that you need to know. This is stuff that, I mean, get rid of all that Hollywood romantic. You know, it doesn't do you any good. It does not do you any good. It's a false belief system. It does not work. It's not, I mean, it goes against science, and it goes against everything that we field test. Yes, Kenzie, seriously. I mean, like, a bit of jealousy is healthy. It's a healthy emotion. if I don't feel jealous when I see another guy flirting with my girl and her enjoying it, then what am I doing with her? To me, that's actually a sign that I'm not that much into her. And when I feel that ping of like of jealousy, instead of getting angry at her, no, I look into the mirror and I say to myself, what can I do to improve myself? What can I do to make me a better option than anyone out there? So there you have it. Make sure to watch this video again. Take notes. Just like imprint this into your brain. This is important stuff. Yeah. And also, I want to really point out that one of my dear friends, my buddies, Sebastian Gold, every Saturday evening, he's live. He talks about equally important stuff that you need to know. Yeah. So go check that out. Yeah, Sebastian Gold's Saturday Night Live. And I will see you again next Monday. Take care. Comb your hair. And don't forget, blowjobs suck. See you guys next week. Thank you for being online. Thank you for supporting this. We're going to do some great stuff. 3-second rule. Rick Dutch out.